Okay, so I'm going to show you the best, probably the easiest way, and probably one of the better cartridges that are really easy to put a Pi Zero in. I kind of have a messy desktop here, but I wanted to show because I hadn't thought about making a video. But so a screw comes out of the back, and then when you pop this apart, it has these little. You can see that there's a real good video on how to disassemble. You just have to squeeze the sides so that these little clamps come apart easier. And then you take out the cartridge, the little spring here, and you get these two pieces that are a part of where the cartridge when it slides in and out. So the key part about that is I want to tell you this: you take this part, and you have this part here that stuck right here. And what's funny is if you turn this around, it drops in here, and then it won't move upwards because there's this little lip here. And when you put that there, then it won't move back and forth. So what I did was I took this and I dremeled out. There was already a slight hole. There were 3 little holes here. I'm trying to get that. And I dremeled out a little bit, and then there are these 2 little ridges that pop up, and I just sanded them down a little bit. And now, if I can get this all together here, so like when this goes in the cartridge and this lays in here, then the Pi 3 will fit right here. And what's cool about that is that it's, let's see if I can get some lighting, but there's a gap underneath. So when I drill 2 little holes into each side here into the plastic, I'll be able to put a screw in, and it won't go through and protrude through the cartridge itself. It'll actually be sticking down in there. And overall, anyway, once you get this in there, I sold my other one that was on my Etsy, so you probably can look on there. But this will not slide back and forth once you snap the cartridge together. The Pi will be attached to the 2 holes in here. But I am going to go ahead and put like the tiniest bit of glue on the corners. Put this in here so it'll stay still. Use just a little clamp and hold it together for maybe an hour. And then I'll drill the 2 holes, and I'll show you what the continuation from there is. Alright, thanks, bye. You can see here, front panel, this is just got a little bit of E6000 holding on the edge and down the middle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to find, make sure I'm in the camera here, but I'm going to find some little tiny screw holes here. Put that right like that. And then to make sure I'm lined up. Just messed that up. It's not messed up, I just need to make sure I'm in the right. Now the cool thing is, I don't know if you can see, but the top of this hits up here, so it won't scoot back when you're plugging stuff in, but also when you're unplugging, these 2 screws will keep it from coming out. So that's the whole see me. Alright, so I got some starter drill holes here, and you can also see there's a gap underneath here So all I'm gonna do is drill through the plastic enough to got my two screw holes there. As many people know, probably one of the coolest section is the iFixit. I mean, I don't get sponsored by them or anything like that, but I mean, anyone that has one of these knows it's probably one of the coolest toolkits to have. I've pre-selected some little screws. Get some. Scoop this in there. I'm going to get it to where I can simultaneously hold this tiny screw that my fat fingers do not want to go to hold on to. And then get my iFixit tool here. Get this screw started. See there? Got my two screws, got the plastic pieces back here that'll hold it from going that direction. I'll get the top piece, which I don't have with me at the moment, and we'll snap this on, and then I'll show you how how well together everything is sort of overall, all constructed well. Okay, so I don't really like how the original screws I put in here just weren't. They were very just loose, and I didn't like how they were. So, if any of you have seen, there's like a set of screws that has all your different types of stuff. And this one, see, that one just kind of like fell out. Anyway, got some new screws that have a little bit more bite into the plastic, so that I get, there we go, see, you get like a good bite into the plastic underneath the pie itself, and then also it's just hard enough just to barely touch this bottom thing, just enough to just touch it. And so now this thing is like fully in there. Everything's attached. You can pull and plug in stuff in here. The screws will hold it from out. The little tabs inside the thing itself. And yeah, so let me grab the 1 second. Alright, so the original screw here. Here is the original cartridge. Whoever buys this off me will get the original cartridge. This just pretty much should just snap right together. Maybe. There we go. I know it does. Just go ahead and get it together. Alright. Got all the seams, and then voila. You got your ports that are almost just slightly sunk in there. Just slightly, like a thing, just slightly sunk in there. But that thing is like, everything is really super sturdy and just really in there very good. So, I mean, this is as good as it's going to get to not moving around, feeling like you're not going to break anything. And let's put this last screw in here. the actual hole that that was made for this is going to fit exactly the same because it's in front of that. So there you go. You got your Centipede, Atari, Raspberry Pi Zero, 32 gig SD card in there. This thing looks like a cartridge. Hook this up your TV and have every 5200 game ever made.